Tesla stock is about to skyrocket past $500. Now, we've had a major pullback on Tesla, and this may be the only opportunity that you get to get into the stock. Now, I'm gonna show you exactly where I'm buying, which price levels are going to be the best to acquire Tesla. And before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up button if you get any value out of this video. I wanna jump straight into it. As you can see, I have my money where my mouth is. The live portfolio is currently trading at $695,000. We're up $35,000 on the month. And part of that is due to getting into Tesla. Now, let's go ahead and jump into kind of why I think Tesla is going past 500. And I will give you my price projections and we'll look at the charts and even dive into specific option strategies that I would get into. But first off, the new Tesla Model Q. This is going to be huge because this car right here is going to be less than $24,000. So this is going to be an entry-level price point for the majority of people, the masses, to get into Tesla, to actually own a Tesla, which at this point is pretty much a status symbol. Kind of like back in the day when everyone was getting BMWs, you know, everyone would get the BMW 3 Series, and then, ooh, if you had the 5 Series or the 7 Series, wow, you were a big shot. It's kind of like the same thing with the Tesla and the Model X, the Model Y, right? All these different models and people wanting to kind of level up and get into a better Tesla. It's going to be the same thing. And because they are launching something that is affordable, economical, great for the environment, right? As far as using electric versus natural fuels, you know, this is going to be a pivotal moment for Tesla. Now, the reason why this is good, this is a good entry level point for the masses to get in is because Tesla has recurring subscriptions, right? Once you buy the car, okay, now you have to, basically you have these monthly fees, all right? Premium connectivity. Of course, you got to get the premium connectivity. That's $9.99 a month, kind of like Amazon Prime. You need Amazon Prime, right? So everyone who has a Tesla is going to be subscribed to that. Now, if you're a Tesla owner and you aren't subscribed to premium connectivity, comment down below because I want to know like who doesn't subscribe to this, right? And then of course, you know, they're going to have the full self-driving. Who wouldn't want that? It's $199 per month. You know, a family of 4 or, you know, a family would definitely want that. Maybe they want to go on road trips with the Tesla. Maybe they want to fall asleep. They don't want to worry about, you know, having to drive the whole time per se. They could talk and chat while the car is driving itself. $199 a month. Also on top of that, and these are all things I had to research because I'm not a Tesla owner. I prefer not to own the car Tesla, right? I prefer to own Ferraris, but you know, I do see Teslas everywhere in my neighborhood. When I look around me, everyone has a Tesla, at least one in their driveway. So this is why, you know, this is not going away, right? Also, everyone who has a Tesla, at least in my neighborhood, has a home charger. That's $475 plus the cost of installation, okay? Doesn't come with the car. So these are all additional charges that this is where Tesla is making a lot of the money because the cost of delivering these extra things is very small, right? But they're charging premium prices for these subscriptions and, you know, house chargers and stuff like that. So this is huge. And then once the robo-taxis come out, like, you know, Tesla, there's already momentum in the stock. This thing's just going to keep going up. So let's go ahead and look at the stock price, right? We had an all-time high, I believe was, if we look at the actual stock, was around $488, okay? I thought we were going straight to 500. And of course, the overall market, QQQ, the S&P 500, took a huge turn, right? It kind of dipped down because the Fed announced that, okay, they cut interest rates, but they're not going to cut as many in 2025. And, you know, the market kind of freaked out and that shook out weak hands. Now, I thought Tesla was going to do a lot worse. I thought this thing was going to come down all the way down to this level where we traded at, you know, pretty frequently around this 347 area. I thought for sure, okay, Tesla has ran way too far up. We've been trading outside of this top Bollinger Band for way too long. And this thing's coming back down to 347. You know, do I see it going there? Probably not. Probably not. I do see it at worst going down to this 390 level. okay? 390, and then buyers start to step back in because we're below this middle line in the Bollinger Bands. So here's what I'm thinking on Tesla, all right? I'm already in it. I sold some cash secured puts at the let's take a look at the position real quick. The 380s and the 410s, okay? I collected, on the 380s, I collected $1,269. That's absolutely insane how much premium you can collect on Tesla puts. I mean, 4 to 6%, depending on how close you go to the money. These ones were the Delta, 22 Delta. At the time, they were like 25 Delta, okay? I'm already in profit on these. These ones I sold at when they were at like the 30 Delta, it's at 38, and currently down on the position, but collected $1,600 on these, and I'm just gonna let these go till expiration, okay? So the 380s and 410s. If we go back to the stock, you can see why I specifically chose those price points, okay? There's a lot of support here at 415. That was the previous all-time high back in 2021, okay? That's why I sold a put right below that, right below the 415, okay? So if it goes below that, great. I get a little discount, get a sign on the stock, and I could sell some at the money, you know, the 410 covered calls, collect like $2,500, almost $3,000, and, you know, get out of the stock and then rerun this whole thing over again. So right now, I don't think we're gonna be below 415. If we do break below that, let's just say next week sometime, or, you know, Christmas week as you're watching this, okay? The ranges are gonna be to get into the stock via cash secured puts or buying the stock is gonna be between 390, okay? 390 and 457. Those are kind of the key areas if you could kind of get in below, you know, between those ranges, because I do think we're going up to 500. And once we pass 500, all right, long term, kind of next year, maybe mid-year, I think we'll be up at this $600 range, okay? That's kind of my target, 600. I know some people are saying 700. Yes, could get there by the end of next year, but I'm saying 600 for now. And I think we're gonna trade between this like 500 and 550 range for quite a bit, okay? So if you're watching this and Tesla is already above 457, we'll go over kind of some strategies to go there, which I believe cash secured puts are gonna be your best bet. If we're below 390, okay, that's definitely not the most ideal, but you'll want to wait till we get to this, you know, this 347, 350 area for further support to jump back in, okay? So depending on where we're at, make the decisions there. Now let's take a look at the actual options chain. All right, let's go to Tesla. What I would do right now, we're trading between, let's just say between 390 and 457, okay? 30 Delta. 30 Delta is gonna be aggressive. You can go 25 Delta, but let's go 35 days out, give ourselves enough time to be right, okay? And the 30 Delta right now is going to be the 390s. That's perfect. You're getting it at that kind of support level if the stock does come down there, okay? Let's actually calculate how much you're gonna collect. All right, so you're gonna collect $1,815 divided by 390. That's a 4.65% return in 35 days. And like just a little over a month, you get over 4.5% on your money. So that's why I prefer selling the cash secured puts to get into the stock. Now I get it if you don't have enough to buy 100 shares, if you don't have $39,000, then you just buy the stock, you just buy as many shares as you possibly can, all right? There's also another strategy, all right? There's one more strategy that I wanna say. So you're gonna stick between 25 and 30 Delta, somewhere in there. It doesn't matter where Tesla is trading as long as it's, you know, ideally below 457 and ideally above 390. Obviously, if it's changed by Christmas week, by the time you're watching this, you know, you could choose a different strategy. Maybe you go 20 Delta just to be safer on the cash secured puts. Or if we went that low, below 390, you start buying leap options, all right? So let's go ahead and go there. This is gonna be good for big accounts and small accounts, all right? I prefer to sell the cash secured puts because I run the wheel strategy on Tesla, but if you wanna go out and buy some leaps that expire Jan 16th, 2026, 392 days out, all right? If we go to the chart, the leaps I would be buying are probably going to be around this 347 area because there is just a lot of support there. There's a lot of support right here. All right, so that's the strike price I'm most likely going to choose. But let's kind of see where that is, okay? Okay, between 340 and 350 strike, that's about 76 delta, all right? So if you want to be the most capital efficient, I always do a 70 delta, so that's going to be the 390 strike. And that will cost you 12,000 bucks, all right? But you get to control 100 shares, and you don't have to buy 100 shares at 42,000 bucks right now. You get to control that for 12,000. So do with this as you will, but the most capital efficient would be this 390 strike, 70 delta, 12,300 bucks. Okay, you get to control 100 shares, participate on the upside, doesn't expire for over a year, and you get to reap all the rewards as Tesla goes up. Okay, Tesla, Elon Musk is buddy-buddy with Trump. The incentives and the regulations are going to be better for Tesla. Just you watch. And in 2025, you're going to see brand new all-time highs past 500 on Tesla. Okay, 600 is what I'm calling by sometime middle next year, sometime during the summer. All right, so if you got value out of this video, hit the thumbs up. Remember, none of this financial advice. You control your money. You're responsible for your own plays, but I'm just showing you exactly what I personally would do. Okay, so I'll see you in the next one, and take care.